This is a review on a episode that I did with Mr. Bonginkosi Khanyile. Never mind my steps, I'm just walking in the bush. Guys, I've been in the bushes over the past 2 months. I keep on coming here because I'm writing. So I'm in the bushes and yeah, don't mind if you keep hearing cars driving over there, or maybe seeing greenness, or just hearing some footprints. I just wanted to say to you that episode was amazing. That young man is vocal. I think he's smart. I think he's well spoken. But just like any other youth, you'll miss a lot of points, or you'll say a lot of things that a lot of people don't agree with. But at the same time, you know, young people need to be polished. They need to be mentored. They need to be around the right company so that they become even better as their journey unfolds. But I kind of feel Mr. Bonginkosi Khanyile has got a great future in politics. I think he's charismatic. I think he's well spoken. I think he's smart. I think he's sharp. I think people like him. I think he resonates with people. But I can also tell that he rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Maybe it's because it's politics. I don't think it's a personal thing per se. I think it's because it's politics, right? But the episode, I think it was dope. And guys, you need to understand, my style of interviewing is different from other people. I learned my style over the years since I started from community radio, regional radio, national radio, etc., and TV shows and blah, blah, blah. So my style of interview has evolved over the years. I'm not too probing. I don't come in a lot. It's not too conversational. My style of interview is question, shut up. And it's an every interviewer's guest. Barking, it's an every interviewer's dream to get a guest who goes on and on and on. Or let me say, my dream guests are those who are talkative. So I lateral a question, and then I shut up, and then I give a guest an opportunity to go on. And then once they get lost in the conversation, I come in again, and then I bring them in a little bit to keep them in check to the actual context of the conversation. And then I shut up. But you'll see that majority of my interviews, I don't talk too much. I speak less, and I give the platform to my guests. That's the style of interview that I do. But also because I'm not too conversational, where I come in quite a lot. Sorry, let me give you the reason why I don't do that. The reason why I don't do that is because audience gets irritated. I see it even with myself. I'm an audience of a lot of podcasts. I easily get irritated. While I'm still focusing on the guest, learning from a guest, enjoying a conversation, and then the host comes in, and then the person who's being interviewed, they lose their train of thought because they keep on being disturbed by the host. But there are others who are really good at it, who are really good in asking the right questions, digging deep into the guest, getting the guest to speak even more, to open up even more. Adumela, le guy bagolo, erete mama, erele ba bophelo. You know, people's styles are different, but I guess for me, my style is, I'm not too much on my podcast. On my podcast, intro of my guest, and then question, shut up, Subu. Maybe out of that entire hour of me sitting with the guest, maybe I'll only speak for 5 minutes collectively. If I'm asking a question and I go on maybe, let's say, for 10 seconds, or I'm asking a question and I go on maybe for 40 seconds, if you mix all of that time collectively, accumulatively, you'll find that in an entire hour or 2 hours, I've only spoken for like 5 to 10 minutes. The rest of the time for me is for my guest. I love to get them speaking for long. I love for them to speak their mind. I love for them to know that's a platform for them, but it's also an educational platform to inspire the audience. And they will not be disturbed by the host who keeps on coming in all the time. And I think that's what the people or the audience of the podcast love about my interview style. Others, they don't like it, especially when I'm interviewing politicians. They want you to come in, they want you to probe, they want you to press them. And for me, I'm not those types of people. I'm not a journalist by profession, and I'm also not there to embarrass my guests or come up with get them to be controversial, or try and show that I'm knowledgeable about a subject. No, I'm not those types of hosts. I'm that host that just shuts up, ask a question, keep quiet, give the guest the rest of the time. So I thought it was a dope interview. Thought he spoke well. I thought he put the one thing though I didn't hear about MK though is their manifesto. I know that he spoke about the economy, we spoke about entrepreneurship, we spoke about the land, we spoke about, and I understand their party is still new as well. But I can also imagine that it's also overwhelming for the young man as well, because he's also been into different political parties. So, and he's still young and growing in this space. And he was in prison for quite some time during the Fees Must Fall campaign. I think we do need those types of young people who are going to go to these institutions, get these degrees, and who are going to participate and fight for our country. I think on campus, a lot of us when we're still young, we don't want to participate in politics, and then you forget that you'll be led by other people that decided to participate in student politics when you didn't. So when I see people like him who are young, who are enthusiastic about politics, but who are also knowledgeable, who go to school and who want to know more, even though they've got their own mistakes, I'm for them, and I like that, and I see potential. So shout out to him. I thought it was a dope interview. What did you guys think of the Mr. Khanyile'S interview?